A warm namaste to all of you who are attending from the different time zones, and a warm welcome and a good evening, good morning, good afternoon to people across the globe. Thank you so much for joining this webinar topic. I have an interesting topic, which is called Agile Coach. Is it a good career option? And this question was asked by many participants, actually, many in the sense, 4 or 5 people asked me in the last 1 month or so, should we take an option as an agile coach? What's there into that? Is it a lucrative option? Is there a demand for the same in the market? What is the career progression for an agile coach? Or it is only for people who have a lot of experience? Is it good for people who have just started the career? So what is this agile coach? So I think agile coach, according to me, would be a mainstay option for a lot of organizations in the coming future. In fact, I would also suggest that it will be as popular as your project manager. I think time will tell, but my reading of the entire situation is that agile coach would be as popular as a project manager. In fact, a lot of project managers will kind of naturally progress to be an agile coach. So that's how it is going on. And in this 1 or 2 years, you will realize the potential of agile coach and how the enterprises are working towards that. I will tell you the reason as well why we think, why we think agile coach would be an option for a lot of corporates. So let's go into a little bit of this agile coach, what it is, what we are going to do about that, etc. But before that, a little bit about me for some people who have joined just fresh, who do not know me. I love what I do, and that's how I am with you. Project management is my ikigai. Ikigai is that I love I love what I do, and that's how ProThoughts, I'm a part of ProThoughts as well. And even today's webinar, I love putting up together a deck, putting up together, connect some dots and share my knowledge with all of you. I love giving it back in my own way to all of you. And that's what is all about this webinar. We try to put as much knowledge as possible, and it's a great way to connect with the industry folks. Yeah. Sorry about that. I don't know, sir. Something in the wind. This is something which I recently got, and I got a DA coach, Disciplined Agile Coach. And I got to know that I'm the first one from India to do this. So I think it's a great thing to note about that. The idea of sharing this is basically that a disciplined agile coach or an agile coach, we have a lot of ammunition in terms of the techniques that a coach uses or the tools that a coach uses because of this certification that can help a lot of teams and organization to achieve agility. So I think that's a great thing to have. So I'm really proud about that. And now coming to the agenda, I'm going to talk about what is the current organization, what are the challenges for that, what does the agile coach means, what is the demand for that. And I'm going to spend some time on this coaching competency of Adkin's coaching competency, what it takes to be an agile coach. And what does the Agile Coach focus on? What is the scope of the Agile Coach? And then I'm going to take one slide only on the Disciplined Agile Coach. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. You can ask me questions at any point of time. The chat is open, the question and answer panel is open. So please ask me questions, although I will do the question and answers at the end of the webinar, the last 15 minutes, I will have the question and answer. So my idea of the webinar is to give you a glimpse about Agile Coach, what is that, and whether it makes sense as a career option. So let's start, guys. One of the things is I have a poll for you, and I'm going to launch that poll. Okay, I wanted to check with you on one thing. Okay, what do you think is one of the major challenges in an organization or in an organization? You need to put two choices. You need to pick up two choices. Okay, that what do you think is one of the major challenges, or two options that you can pick up for me? Please answer. I will give you the right answer. This is from the organization's perspective. If I had to do a survey of the organization, what do you think would be the top two challenges? What do organizations want? Okay. Oh, there are a lot of people who have not answered. Come on, guys. Please go ahead. Okay, thank you. Actually, I got a pretty mixed response. Okay. Almost 50% has said faster time to value, 56% has said faster time to market, 25% said improved quality, 19% said improved predictability, only 1% has said improved prioritization, and 38% has said lower cost. Okay, actually the right, okay, as per the pulse, okay, and this was actually done a survey by PMI. The top need of the organization is faster time to market, which the majority of people said yes. And one thing they also want to know is improved prioritization. These are the two most wanted things to do. And it's a lean concept which is focused on time, which is faster time to market. If you deliver it sooner, people consume it, okay, and therefore the value also gets delivered sooner. Okay, that's the concept of agility, and that's where, okay, many organizations today are at the inflection point as the dynamic changing landscape. Agility is one of the kind of becoming a basic necessity for many organizations to do. And for that, okay, they need to explore a lot of things, including changing of mindset. That's where things are happening to survive. Okay, and you can't run away from that. Many people, even they are not adopting agility, they are definitely discussing agility for sure. So they are becoming aware of that, and many leadership positions are becoming aware of that. So if you see the 2000 2010, okay, that era, or 2015, there was accelerated adoption across that, acquisitions, a very aggressive kind of, people actually becoming bigger, acquiring a lot of things, and people become bigger, at the cost of whether I'm doing the right thing or not. Okay, so now it's a period of doing that right thing and therefore generating value. Okay, so things have changed. Agility is in focus, and that's where stems out the need for the agile coach. So I'm just closing this. Okay, so this is your top two need. Okay, one of the things which, okay, there is no specific statistics. Okay, but if you have a lot of connecting dots, okay, this is a agile coaching report, and this is by the Scrum Alliance, not by the PMI, and you will see the agile coach role exploding. Okay, they equate Scrum Master to be the agile coach. uh, Fortunately, unfortunately, that's not so true, okay, on that. But as people are going on the agility route, okay, the demand for agile coaches would be much more than the supply of agile coaches. In fact, of a lot of people who I surveyed, I have some statistics, only 19%. Okay, the most the people do certified Scrum Master. So if you have to do a certification, many people do that, and people out of say 100, only 19 people have done something related to master level courses, which can be from anywhere. Okay, but the number of the coaches required is going to explode, and that's one of the big demands which is going to come in the near future. Okay, and that's where, okay, and many organizations would like to grow agile coaches within the organization rather than to hire, okay, external consultants. Okay, because the culture, the know-how, so many people, many organizations will invest in growing coaches within the system. So I'm not going into that right now, but this is where I'm just setting the context for you. What is, so many people know, okay, agile coach role is exploring what is agile coach in the first place. Before I go into that, I will also talk about setting the context. Okay, what are the challenges for the organizations in terms of agility? Okay, many people, and this is my first-hand experience as well, although I have taken some points from many sources that I have come across it, from PMI as well as from Scrum or from IC Agile. I had read a lot of things as well, but this is something like my first-hand experience. Many times when I go and talk about agile, many people are not on the same page on what is agile. In fact, a lot of people in the management, in fact, rather than the workers or the team members, are not aware what exactly they mean by agile. It seems like it's a buzzword, everyone is doing it, let's also explore that. And I have seen many organizations have failed attempts in agile in the recent past, maybe 3, 4, 5 years back, that it has not been succeeded for whatever reasons. We'll not go into that, but agility is not on the same, people are not on the same page, right? One of the other things, okay, is coming to from the agility and the coaching background. Leaderships, okay, are on a different level altogether. It's like a big question of, okay, competing needs. You're bringing in agility, but at the same time you need to retain the control. They don't want to lose the control. They don't want to have that false sense of control. So leadership, although they want to see agility, they think that agility is only for the team members or the people who are doing the work. It's not for the management. And that's one big barrier I have come across when I talk with leadership. Okay, that's another bottleneck that you have. Like I said, the other bottleneck is that, okay, within the system, there are not enough people to have that mindset to coach. Many people take the training, they adopt, they do the 5 ceremonies, but they don't have the mindset to go and coach. Okay, so there should be, in my mind, okay, you can't just take a DA course certification or any IC Agile or any course certification, you become a coach. That is not the way it will happen. There should be a planned roadmap. There should be some beginner coach. There can be an intermediate coach, there can be a master coach, because coach, as a coach, even I am a coach, but as a coach, nobody is perfect. We are learning continuously, we are improving. And when I tell you about the Adkins coaching competency framework, it requires a lot of other things. Okay, it's a mix of a lot of things. It's not only that you need to be a master of Agile or Lean. So that's one of the things, right? So there are not enough people in the organization to take on the journey of agility. So what we need to do there, that's another bottleneck that you have. Okay. The other thing is, like I said, the mindset. Okay. Many people in the organization cannot deal with that uncertainty mindset. Like things will change over a period of time. They want more predictability in the system, and therefore you can't develop that mindset. So that's another big bottleneck. The other bottleneck from an agile coaching point of view is people misunderstand what is a coach. So when they suppose call me as a coach, they expect me to tell them exactly 3-4 things that will work as a magic, and you need to implement that, and then it is good. So you become like a command and tell kind of a person. They want someone, because it's not working, no, give me that magic potion and work out. Whereas coach, as I will explain, would be a complete different ball game altogether. Right? So this is the context against which I'm going to place this webinar. Right? So this is what we have. The purpose of Agile Coach, okay, is to help people, okay, be better. If I had to tell you what the Agile Coach do, is that it helps you to be, okay, work in a better way, okay, improve your way of working. It's a simple definition of agility or the Agile Coach, right? So coaches do not tell what you should do, okay? They actually help you or empower you to take the decisions. They are problem solvers, but they are not solving the problem. The team is solving the problem. They help, okay, the team, okay, to identify the problems and find the effective solution. So facilitator. So coach wears different hats, and I will explain that in the coming slides as well. So, okay, so coaches, okay, the purpose is to help them find new ways of working and thereby improve their way of working, and therefore become more effective in lesser amount of time. That's a simple coach definition. Yeah. You can, okay, anyone has a question? Hema, you have raised the hand. You're free to put it in the chat, whatever a question or a question and answer panel. I'm happy to okay, answer that. Okay. Put it in the question chat or the question and answer panel, like I announced at the start, right? I'll happy, you can interrupt me anytime. Okay. If there are 2 people raising the hand, but it's coming continuously, it might be an error as well. Right. Okay. Cool. Right. Coaches, now you understood what coaches, agile coaches do. And I'm not talking about disciplined agile at all. I'm talking of agile coach. And agile coach, okay, works with, okay, individuals and the teams. Generally, they work with that. They work with smaller teams. And in a way, because the teams are dependent on multiple other teams, they work with other teams as well, and effectively, okay, you have, okay, you actually work with the organization to transform the other organization for agility. So the impact areas where what the agile coaches do is bring about improvement in the communication, transparency, and collaboration, build that mindset, okay, which is a cultural thing when I talk about transformation and mindset, and therefore improve the delivery, time to market, and the quality. So these are the impact areas of coach. Many, I had done some assignments and I have seen that, okay, uh, the idea is that you deliver a better product, okay, maybe with the traditional thing. I have seen that it takes almost the same time, but the product is better. Therefore, the feedback loops after the it's delivered is much lesser. The customers are more happier, okay, and therefore the team morale is also high. So there are some byproducts of the way agility is been introduced. So this is what, okay, are the impact areas what the agile coach will do, right? So if I had to see, okay, generally what is the value of an agile coach, this is again a report from the agile coaching report where they have mentioned about, okay, no, this is most commonly mentioned, right? Improving agility across the organization, communication. But this is also one of the basic things that you do. Okay. So that's what is the value that you actually bring to the table. Right? Like I said, okay, out of 86% who do certification, only 19% have this master level certification. So the demand is going to be much higher in the coming future. Now I'm going to take a kind of some time with this Adkins or coaching competency framework. Okay, and this is very nice. What a coach should have. Okay, so this was prepared by Lisa Adkins, okay, in 2011 as a part of this IC framework, okay, and it wonderfully explains, okay, what the agile coach should do or should have. And I was introduced to it some time back, and I know it gave me a good insight about what you should have as a coach. One of the things that the base of this coach, okay, that he should have is practice agile and lean. Okay, so that is the foundation base. He should be well versed with agile and lean practices. So that's a base, and that's a wide base. That is one of the basic things that the agile coach should know, right? So if I was listening to one of the PMI's presentation with John Munro, who had done it last week with us, on our platform. He is a lead for Disciplined Agile, and he talks with the customers on the behalf of PMI. On day in day out, and one of the things he said that one of the challenges, okay, many organizations would wish to have is introduce lean in the business. Okay, lean means reduce waste. Okay, focus on the value stream. Okay, that is something which are, there are a lot of things in lean that you can practice. I'm giving you a very umbrella view of the things, but this is one of the basic things of agile lean practitioner, right? And then you have, okay, the process competencies, two process competencies, which is professional coaching and facilitating. And when I talk about professional coaching, okay, it is about talking with the clients, okay, or partnering is the right word, with the clients, and setting a direction, okay, to achieve. Okay, that's one of the basic things, and the idea is to improve their way of working, right? So this is one of the process competencies. The other is, okay, facilitating. And this junction here, okay, which everything corresponds, is it indicates that you are neutral in nature. okay, the neutral, or you should be always there along with these competencies, and your presence is a signature presence for the team. So that's what is the agile coach. But the facilitating is somebody who helps different teams, or within a team where there are group dynamics, okay, to solve problems, okay, identify problems, and find effective solutions. So that's a facilitator. These are process competencies. And then you have content competencies of teaching or training and mentoring. And when I talk about mentoring, it's ideally is building a, help people grow, share knowledge, learn, grow in their specific skills, and typically build a capability. Okay, help people build a capability. So these are the things that you have. And the bottom wide thing is divided into three kind of compartments on mastery. So you need to have the technical mastery, okay, the business mastery, and the transformation mastery. Technical mastery is like your software engineering. You should be have that technical expertise, okay. Business mastery is your domain knowledge, okay, about, okay, or understanding that part of that. And transform mastery is about how to help the organization achieve agility. So these are the different, okay, competencies that a coach should have. Now, coach is not perfect, guys. Like for me, example, okay, maybe I'm a little weak in the technical mastery, okay, by the exposure that I had over a period of time. So I'm kind of learning. I know where to focus my attention on, and gain more knowledge as I interact with partners. Oh no, I think I would be good in a lot of other parts, but on the bottom part, I need to do like transformation. I'm not, no, I'm learning as I'm going to many transformation exercise. I'm learning, and so I know where to focus my attentions and where to gain my knowledge to become a better coach for over a period of time. So this is your Adkins, okay, competency framework. I can actually talk for an hour on this competency framework, which is very nice, but just give you an idea of what is the agile coach. Okay, like this was created in 2011 by Michael Spear and Lisa Adkins. And like I said, there are 8 competencies. There is a neutral stand, which tells about, the coach should be neutral without any bias, and these are the different competencies that you should have. Right? Great. So this is one of the things about agile coach. Okay, um, uh, one of the things you should know, the development should happen is that you should be very clear about yourself. Okay, what your strengths, weaknesses, your expertise, where you can actually provide value, where you think you need have a gap, and therefore it's always okay to take help from different experts in the enterprise or in the organization. For example, I'm not so good at the technical mastery, so I will actually take help of the technical experts, and try to collaborate with them to find a solution. So it is always okay. So you need to understand, okay, about yourself, and then once you do that, the next step is to influence individuals, okay, and help them mentor, grow. And once you do that, then it goes to the team. A team, there are different group dynamics that are involved within a team, so that requires a different kind of expertise. A coach always works with a team, not an organization. And then, okay, you may work with a value stream, and then as you progress with the organization, because the other teams also are dependent on this team, and you can work with an enterprise coach to, okay, influence your organization to achieve agility. So this is your, okay, development along the coaching spectrum. Okay, like I said, guys, okay, like I said, one second. Okay. Okay, so Nabil, I will answer your question maybe at the end of it. It's a very generic question, so I will answer at the end of it. So one of the things that you need to understand is that, like I'm reiterating for the sake of reiterating, because many people think coaches, okay, like project managers or scrum masters are for the team, and coaches are for the enterprise, which are not entirely wrong, but you start with the team. Coaches works with teams to improve their way of working, and they are short term, okay. No, they're not long term, okay. Coaches, okay, are not for the entire duration. Suppose you hire an external consultant, I think there should be a roadmap, and the idea of the coach is to make the team self-sustaining rather than the coach be around for that, unlike say a scrum master, right? So that's how it is. And then you look at multiple teams, and that's where the organization comes into play. And the third part is, okay, the agile transformation, lead the teams through the transformation journey. So you have, okay, different ways of working. As a coach, you influence all these three areas beautifully. So now the disciplined agile, okay, coach, okay, is, we call it, and no, I think they have aptly named it as a superpower of DA coach. And the idea is that the disciplined agile gives you more ammunition then and tools, okay, which is a very good toolkit, okay, for the agile or an enterprise coach to make him, okay, what do you say, more equipped with more tools and the techniques that he can apply, okay, to solve problems or make the teams more effectively. And therefore, one of the things of a disciplined agile coach is apply or internalize the DA mindset to the team. Okay, that's one of the things that he will be equipped to do. So a disciplined agile coach, okay, uses, one of the things I learned from a DAC, okay, certification. There are different techniques and different tools that you can use, okay, to internalize the DA mindset and help team identify problems and solve problems, and therefore improve their way of working. Okay, so that is a very good part of the DAC. And in the DAC certification, there is no theory. There is no, there is theory, but no, 80-90% you are doing case studies. Okay, so using the tools or things. So that's how it is, okay, to do. Okay, right. Yeah, Vijay, development seems like emotional intelligence, not entirely true, Vijay, but yeah, so they have made a path saying that, okay, you should be first well versed with yourself, then this, and then that, okay, taking into bigger roles. It looks like a very simple path, but when you go and go in the, no, when you start coaching it, there are a lot of problems. Like, no, I had been a part of this coaching exercise, and many people think, have this attitude that, please do not give us gyan knowledge, okay, solve the problem, don't tell us. But whereas a coach is not a person to solve the problem, the team is to solve the problem. Yeah, but no, to earn the respect of many people, okay, on the coach, I think you need to know yourself better. Easier said than done, and that's how it starts. Yeah, great, thanks for the question, Vijay. uh, yeah, this is what you know about the different journey of disciplined agile. So I'll skip this slide. uh, I have shown this slide in my couple of things, because there are a lot of these certifications which happen, okay. uh, Certification do give you knowledge, do give you a certain professional achievement, that's true. And it can help you. I'm a big proponent of certification, I'm in the business of that. But you can actually learn. The experience is also one of the biggest things that you can have. So certification is a good start. Experiences can actually enhance and build upon this. We call it tailoring. But if you see the different certifications, okay, we almost do all, okay. CSM we are going to start, but if you see the certifications, okay, they are at a different level altogether, right? So when your expertise, okay, if you are working at an organizational level, for example, from Disciplined Agile, the DBAC is mostly at the organizational level. The DAC starts with the team and then goes to the organizational level, right? Where DSSM is like your Scrum Master. He is very specific to the team and is at little advanced level than a DSM. And that's how the expertise levels of different certifications, and therefore there is a journey on that, and that's how the certifications are also priced. Okay, because if once you do the higher level certification, which we call the master level certification, you are in a different league. You are in your management team. You are influencing your organization's output in a way. So that's how it is. Great. Okay. So I am kind of, okay, I don't know what is the time. I think I'm 5 minutes, a little early. So we can have questions and answers on that. I wanted to have a little more question and answer if I get. So, so I wanted to have that. So please open up with your questions and answers. Okay, I want to, okay, one second. I will actually share. Okay, my screen went off. Okay. One second. I will going to share. Sorry about that. Okay, with everyone, I'm going to share the LinkedIn group. Okay, I want you to join there because we update a lot of new content. Okay, and not only related to Disciplined Agile, but related to Agile. It might help you, especially Disciplined Agile. It might help you more. So please join that. Right. Okay, I'm going to take your question and answer within the next 2 to 3 minutes. Okay. We have this Scrum Master workshop, which is coming, which is a prerequisite for a DAC. In April, we do it at the end of the month or normally. Okay, so these are the 2 dates there. We are launching the Disciplined Agile Coach now that I have attended. So we are doing some formalities with the PMI. Our material and everything is ready. We are just going to discuss with PMI. Hopefully in June 2022 would be our first batch. We have a ProMock exam simulator. It's on Udemy now, so you can actually take at a good rate. Okay, the Disciplined Agile and all the exams on the Udemy, even with us. Okay, webinars, you can check out the webinars that are coming up for the next months. Great. So I think I can be open with questions and answers. Okay. Yeah. So there are some question and answers here. Let me just read through it. Sorry. Nabil is asking, I'm a Scrum Master and interested in becoming a coach. What should be the next steps in career and certification that can help me achieve it? Okay, so that's a good question, Nabil. No, one of the things is that no, whatever certification you do or whatever the learning courses you do through LinkedIn or any other courses that you do, I think you should start implementing as you go and see how it is helping you as that. But that's one thing. Okay, so certifications can help you. Okay, to deliver as long as you apply it. Okay, in my opinion. But what should be your next steps in the career, that we need to actually have a kind of one-on-one session, which I cannot kind of tell you directly. But the one of the things is that if you are interested in becoming a coach, and that's see which every organization would have the need. See your organization doing, you are already Scrum Master, so I'm hoping that it is already doing agility, practicing agility. So so if you have to go about doing a coaching, I think one of the things is equip yourself with that knowledge. Okay. There are 2 good things about coaching. One is Disciplined Agile, other is SAFe. SAFe is more popular at the moment. Disciplined Agile is backing of PMI, and it is focusing on on making you a coach. So one of the things of disciplined agile is actually making you a agile coach. So disciplined agile was started to, that idea was to make coach. The premise is that the demand for agile coaches is going to explode in the near future. So whole journey of disciplined agile, when it was started, is to make you a coach. The disciplined agile value stream consultant is more of an acquisition. It's okay, and focused on lean to reduce the value stream, reduce the waste. So that's a kind of add-on, and that's a very specific certificate. But if you talk about disciplined agile's core thing is to make you a coach. So I think that is one choice I would recommend, because we are doing that and it will help your organization. Yeah. Hemlata is asking, I'm a PMP, so how could I assess if this is a right fit? Okay, so agility in my mind, friends, is going to be used, okay, is not going to be limited to IT. Okay, IT already have started using agility. In fact, a lot of big organizations have started doing agility. So IT, it is a matter of time all organizations start using, but I think agility will go across IT. In business, there would be lean usage in a very prominent way. So when I call about agility, I'm not talking about Scrum. I'm talking of agile and lean practices. The root of agile is lean. So you will see a lot of lean and agile practices used in many organizations other than IT. So see, okay, now if you are in a Hemlata in a better position to influence your leadership, I think in your current organization, and if they're doing it or not doing it, whatever it is, I think that would set a context how to go about doing that. Right. Omar is asking, is Agile coach profile supported by a specific Agile methodology? Good question, Omar. In my mind, no. Agile coach idea is to help you improve your way of working. That's what is the Agile coach going to do. In fact, Agile coach should have a lot of soft skills as well, along with, okay, the competencies I had mentioned. So when I talk about facilities, there are soft skills included into that. The negotiation skill, diplomacy, all these things come into play. I would not say it should be supported by a specific Agile methodology, but the experience of an Agile coach would be very, very helpful, okay, if you want to create a profile. So a good way to start is to take a certification, equip your knowledge, and start as a beginner coach. I would like to know ProThoughts is actually planning to do, like, for our organization, a beginner agile coach, an intermediate, a master agile coach, because you can't become a master immediately. You need to have different steps, and there should be a roadmap or a journey pointed out. And the idea is to give you that experience if you are working in a particular organization. Okay, there is another question by Omar. Is the agile coach process similar or directly related with the RTE role in SAFe? In my mind, no. Okay. In my mind, no. Okay. In scale, I think it's more of a prescriptive approach. They tell you the two things. Agile coach is more free, and now he uses the context to deliver a solution. A coach from a SAFe typically will be more biased towards using a approach or methodology like SAFe, if your question was about that. But I think agile coach should be neutral away from this and should choose the right thing as it's needed as per the context, right? So that's what I would imagine. Right. There is another question. Vijay has a question. There are a lot of certification already available in the market. Now, PMI brings with DA several certification under there. It goes on and on. Which certificate right for me? Okay. So I think we need to have, okay, a call on one-on-one. There is no right, wrong certification. It depends on what is the current context where you want to be, and depending on that, you need to go about doing things. If you ask me, okay, Scrum, which is like a CSM, is a good place to start. It's a prescriptive methodology, and no, it's a great place to start. Even Disciplined Agile in the DSM recommends that. Okay, Disciplined Agile talks about 7 life cycles, which is Agile, Lean, etc. So it depends on what you want to do, what is your organization context, where you need to invest, what is your growth path. I can't just pinpoint one of the things. See, everything has their own value. They had their own context when it started. Scrum started in 2002. No, Disciplined Agile came little later. Scaled Agile has a specific agenda to address. So everyone has a different way to do things. I think we should understand where we are, where we want to go, and then we can take a call about doing things. Okay, great. Okay. If there are any questions, please let me know. Okay. We are more into Disciplined Agile. We are leaders in that. Okay, and we are placing our bet on that. Although we do Scaled Agile, we are going to do CSM as well. Okay. The only thing is that PMI, we support strongly PMI, and that's where we are into the things. Okay. Yeah, you're most welcome, Vijay. Okay. I'm going to, you can come up with your question. Till that time, I'm launching the poll. So if there are any questions that you have or no, so I am asking, okay, so I'm launching the poll. So please fill that as you answer the questions. It will be great to have your feedback. This was a session, okay, as recommended by some people. There is not much knowledge on Agile Coach, okay, as you go through the internet. So I try to take this part, okay, but I think Agile Coach within the year or two is definitely going to explode. Like I said, in fact, my prediction is that a lot of project management will be as popular as project management. This is what I think. This is my personal view, but this is what I think. Come on, guys, please fill up this. It will help to have your stuff. Okay. I'm putting it for 30 seconds. Any questions? Happy to answer that as well. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for filling up this. Okay. I'm going to end the poll. And if you have any questions, drop a mail to info, or you can call on this number. We'll be happy to help you. You will get a claim code for this webinar, okay, on your email address provided at the registration. There is an automated mail that comes to it. Check it on the spam folder as well, right? So please do that. If you have any questions regarding that, put a mail to info@prothoughts.co.in, and we'll happy to help you as well. Okay, so thank you so much for your time. It was a quick webinar. Okay, I hope it was a little valuable about the coaching part. Okay, Agile Coach role. I will definitely come with more statistics as it opens up. Right? Thank you so much and have a great day, all of you. Thank you.